As tech professionals, we continually focus on our work-life balance. And one aspect of the work-life balance is personal finances, investments, and savings. Because at the end of the day, we are responsible for our future and our savings. And when it comes to savings, many of us resort to tools and technologies that we are comfortable with as tech professionals. We go online, do our research, do our so-called due diligence, and make investment decisions. But at times, it's also worth keeping in mind that the bad guys out there are also using the same tools and technologies to stay one step ahead and try to con people of their savings. And one latest scam that seems to be circling around is the pig butchering scam. And this hit home very recently, just yesterday, when I got a WhatsApp message from a friend that talks about being a victim of the pig butchering scam. So this is the GoFundMe page that I received from Aruna, an old batchmate of mine from the university. And in this, she talks about a tragic loss of her family due to a pig butchering scam. And she starts by saying on this recent Father's Day, her husband committed suicide. And he was an unfortunate victim of a cryptocurrency scam where he was skillfully manipulated into parting with their entire life savings. Through the shameless and methodical, savvy deception of these heartless criminals, they utilized the pig butchering scheme and managed to convince him to put every single penny of their life savings from every source and their retirement funds, which totally evaporated. And this guy couldn't save his face and took the ultimate step of committing suicide, which not just left the family heartbroken and penniless. So these criminals don't realize what they're doing to families and to people, and it just plays into the emotions. So let's look at what pig butchering scans and warning signs out there. If you get an unsolicited contact and ideas about investments that are too good to be true, and a pressure to invest quickly, or strangers bringing romantic interest, or reaching out to you as a personal friend of a friend, or requesting your personal information, and sharing unregistered investment platform details, inconsistent and vague details, and more importantly, promises of easy riches. You really got to watch out because there's nothing like a free lunch, and you have to know what you're investing in. So the bottom line is you and I have to avoid being butchered. It may seem harmless to continue chatting with someone who claims to have, quote unquote, accidentally found you or misdial you through an app or text message, and then starts befriending you and eventually starts sharing their personal finances so that you start doing the same and fall into that net. You really got to watch out. Now, the bottom line, as Aruna says in her message, final thoughts that she leaves us with: no material loss is ever worth exchanging a life for. It is so hard to fathom what happens in a person's mind. She says her husband had all the love and support from her daughter and herself, but that wasn't enough. Not enough to hold him back because the shame, the stigma of losing everything financially was too much to deal with. So mistakes happen and can be corrected. And the bottom line is you're not a failure. You're never alone. You got to find, if you find yourself being a victim, find the resources, reach out to family and friends, lean on them, and bounce back.